My oldest son, Gabriel, was born by C-section. They induced me. I had preeclampsia. I was gaining 5 pounds of water weight every day. I weighed 220 when I had him, and started out at 145, so I was immensely huge and heavy. Gabriel was a big baby. He was 9 pounds, 4 ounces. Of course, he was teetering the scale, so they said he was 9 pounds, but they didn't give him the extra 4 ounces credit, which he should have had. He was born May 21st, 2005. I was trying to have him naturally while hooked up to a machine. I had high blood pressure, and so did he. They induced me, ruptured my bag, and it was painful. I don't think anything ever prepares you for it. Those Lamaze classes don't, that's for sure. Those are really a waste of oxygen and time. But Gabriel still wasn't, I wasn't dilating fast enough. But my Bubba was still, trying, and I was trying. I was in a lot of pain, and I finally hit 5 centimeters. I'm not even close to it yet, after being on Pitocin all day long, and it ruptured my bag, and oh man, that's when the shit hits the fan, is when they do that. And so I was kind of crying. I don't remember if I was howling or not, like most women do. And the doctor came in 2 hours in after she ruptured my bag and said, you can have an epidural at any time. I said, oh yeah, she probably should have told me that 2 fucking hours ago, but whatever. So I said, yeah, I want it. So anyway, Casa Grande Regional Medical Hospital. My anesthesiologist looked like Chef from South Park, if you can picture that. Except for he had a Jerry curl. And anyway, so he comes in and explains what he's gonna do, and how the epidural goes, and all of us know if we've had an epidural what happens. And so anyway, it gets going. It's good. Happy la la. My mom's really pissed off that I'm laughing and not in pain, because of course my mother had all 4 of us with no epidural, so I took the wimpy way out. And so anyway, it comes time to push. I'm extremely exhausted. Hadn't eaten in 2 days. All I was allowed to eat was ice chips. I was hungry. I felt dehydrated even though I was eating ice chips. And so I'm trying to push Gabriel out, and of course I'm connected to the machine and stuff, so I'm unable to push in all the different creative ways I would like to have pushed. So it's not working. You can only push for 3 hours before they make you have a C-section. So Gabriel ended up coming out by C-section. So in my process of pushing, the nurse had turned my epidural completely off, and Chef, the anesthesiologist, comes up and he's screaming at the nurses. I had 20 nurses in my room, plus my mom and my dad, Juan, my husband, and my grandmas kept alternating. I had both my grandmas in there, one with a rosary praying and the other one just in there to comfort me as much as she could. My aunts are in the hallway. My mom's ex at the time was in the hallway. There's a limit to the room, 2 people per room. Yeah, right. You say that to a Calderoni and see what happens. But anyway, so he comes up, and I'm just out of it, and I just want Gabriel out so I can hold him and be done with this whole ordeal. I don't care how they take him out. He comes in and he's yelling at the nurse. How come you turn the epidural off? How can you do that? You can't turn the epidural off. Now I gotta get a whole new bag of epidural juice and I gotta redo the line. And he's telling this lady everything she does not want to hear, nor do I. I don't care. I just want it done with. So, he, needless to say, has to do his job over again. And he said, I'm going to do this, don't move. I said, I'm not going to move. I said, do whatever the hell you need to. I don't care. Get him out of me. So he does the spinal shot. I was so numb. I don't believe you're supposed to be on the point where you can't breathe, but that's where I was. They laid me down and I couldn't move, of course. I was numb from my neck to my feet. I could barely breathe. It was a very heavy chore for me to breathe. And it was very scary because I didn't think I was going to make it out. I was almost asleep. And I was panicking. I couldn't see my husband. And Juan was, he was getting all prepped up. They had to clean him and stuff. But he said, I was crying, kind of, and telling the nurse, where's my husband? Where's my husband? I need my husband. Where's Juan? And I could barely breathe. I was like whispering, talking. And Gabriel, the nurse said, he's coming, or Gator, not Gator, but Juan. She said, he's coming, he's getting prepped up. I said, okay. I just don't want to be alone. And so here comes Juan. He's got the death mask on, and I was scared. I could feel them tugging, and then I was trying to stay awake. I said, I can't move my arms, and Juan's like, it's okay, everything's okay, and he looks at me, and then all of a sudden I hear him, I hear Gator's little baby cry. He comes out, they show him to me, his little head, his little face, his little fattiness, and Juan's crying, and I'm crying. And they brought him close enough so I could give him a kiss on his little forehead. And that was it. And Gator was out and safe and healthy. And they took me into the recovery room and they pushed on me, and that was super painful. But once you have one C-section, it's easy for all the rest of them. So the rest of them were like, easy peasy, I can do this all day long. That was my memory of my baby boy coming into the world.